Hey, welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. I am Sasha Renee. The views expressed are my thoughts and opinions over here. Everything said is alleged for entertainment purposes only. This video is covered by the Copyright Act of 1976.
Hey y'all, Martell proves that he hasn't learned his lesson about lying to his ex at all. He had the nerve to text Mel and lie to her about what happened between himself and the Scotts. Martell thought that he still had that type of relationship with Mel where she would come to his rescue against his enemies just like old times. But Mel wasn't having it this time. She contacts Marsau and asks if she could meet with him and Tisha, and the three sat down at Black, and that's where they told her exactly what they said, which was nothing disparaging this time. They mentioned to Martell in that argument about how he lied on her and tried to say she was trying to get with Marsau. Then we learn that Chris is the one who hooked Tish and Martell up. But are you surprised? Because I wasn't. We know about all of the things, or most of the things I should say, that Martell has done. And Chris knows about them as well. He has continued to support Martell and be friends with him. If you hang out with someone who is always plotting, lying, cheating, it's probably because you're the same way. Look how many times Chris and Nell have come to bat for Martell. Nell even said that the breakup was both Martell and Mel's fault, knowing when she said that it wasn't true. But it seems like the Fletchers are just like the Scotts, willing to play in the hog pen with Martell. And what's up with Marquez? If the woman that you were high school sweethearts with, married to, and had babies with say you are not around for your own kids, what would possess you to think that Mel will want another Martell? If you don't get your funny looking cell phone somewhere, please sir, go have 2 seats. Chris entertained that nonsense while Marsau seemed to be aggravated by Marquez when the three of them met for lunch. Marquez had mentioned to Chris at his kids' party that he needed someone to talk to and some advice. I think Marsau sees him as having some similarities to Martell, and like he told Chris about his relationship with Martell being over and it running its course, Marsau is on the come up and says he doesn't have time for anyone he can't benefit from. After sucking everything out of the Holts while they were still together, he continued to drain Martell for that company, Scope, and now brags about his success in his face as if he had nothing to do with it. We all watched it happen. Hell, some even got into Martell's comments and told him that this is how it would end. As the three men talk, Marquez brings up Tish and Ken and starts whining about how their fling started while he and Tish were still together. When Marquez tried to compare his situation to Martell, and Marsau stopped him and said, Martell has always been involved with his kids. And I said to myself, especially since he thought he could get full custody and child support, but that's for another day. Marquez says that Chris is more empathetic than Marsau, but Marsau's like, nah, bruh, you ain't telling the truth. Marquez finally admitted that he was expecting Tish to wait for him with open arms so he could come back and do what was right for his family. And then came Ken. Marsau can see through him, and Chris is open to a new buddy. Which carried over to the next scene that showcased mimosas with Melody. Mel invited the entire cast except Destiny and Martell, of course, the Fletchers, Sonny, Tish, Ken, and the Scotts, without Tisha, all attended. Marsau got the chance to front Marquez off about saying that Melody was blushing when he flirted with her. And Mel was like, boy, bye. And rightfully so. He told Marquez to contact her team to keep in touch. Marsau then talks about the warm reception he got from some of the MeloMeters who were there, and how he thought that they could be swayed to his side.
You just get it crunk. Let's get it up now. Let's get it up. Get it up, baby. Get it up. Don't act. Don't act. Look at what you came to see, goddamn. What's happening?
She just laughed him off like, get out of here. Then Nell then mentions that she and Chris are going to have a vow renewal ceremony to celebrate their 30th anniversary, with the mention of a bachelorette and bachelor parties. Marsau chimes in and says he will be there, which takes us to the next scene to her, where Nell invites Melody to her dress fitting for her gown. Once Melody arrives, Nell talks about the last time they talked. She left mad because of Melody saying that Nell wasn't a mentor to her. Nell, oh, it was pitiful. Nell's voice was soft, and you could tell by her energy she really wanted Melody to say that she was her mentor. Melody apologized for making her feel that way, and Nell was lucky to get that apology. But wait, the last scene was a preview of Marsau telling Martell, as he tried to run off, that he was better than him. Child, the way I screamed. This is the checkmate moment we have all, or at least I, have been waiting for. And I will be watching the next episode to see what happens. Listen, your girl is on the road to monetization. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. I need 125 to stay alive. I'll catch y'all on the next one.